Hey folks, Dave here. We're going to make some tabs and some slots today. We're not just going to do a box. We're going to make two sets of tabs and slots. We're going to do one without kerf adjustment and one with kerf adjustment so we can compare them at the end and see how they stack up. So kerf, if you don't know, is the amount of material that your laser removes from the wood above and beyond what you specify. So we've got 3mm plywood we're working with. So if you specify 3, it may take 3.2, 3.3, and all lasers are different, or most lasers are different, and you just have to get used to yours and kind of figure out what that is. And the kerf can differ in a lot of ways. Between a clean lens and a dirty lens, straight line, curved line, different materials. So you'll have to get used to what your kerf is based upon your project. Okay, so we're going to start by just grabbing a box and we're going to drag out a rectangle. Let's just make it 100 millimeters by 20. Click your arrow and it'll select, and then right click and duplicate. And we're just going to make 2 without the adjustment to start with. Okay, so go over and grab another box, drag out another little box. We're going to make this 10 by 3, and that accounts for the full width of the wood. Okay, click your arrow to select. Now we're going to go over to the left and click Array, and we have a total width of 10, and we want spacing of 10, so you'll have the same amount of spacing all the way across. Here we can adjust the number of tabs we want. So we're just going to put 4. Then we're going to drag from the right, select these, and group. We're going to duplicate that and drag it over here for our set that we'll adjust later, and we'll get another set to bring over here for slots. Okay, so for our tabs, notice when your cursor gets close to the line of a dancing line that it changes. Grab it when it does that, and you can pull up to your other object and release, and it'll snap to it. So for alignment, whatever you want to move during the alignment, that's what you select first. So in this case, we're going to select the tab first, shift, select the box, and then go up here to vertical alignment and click, and you see your tabs move. We're going to use the weld function to tie these together. We want to weld the tabs to the box, so we'll select the tab first. Shift, select the box, go over to weld, and click weld. Now our tabs are welded. So down here, we're going to make slots in the same way. Well, not quite the same, a little different. So grab your dancing line, pull it up on the inside, let it snap, come back. Again, we want the tabs to move, so select them first, or the slots rather. Shift, select the box, go to vertical alignment, and now we're there. So in this case, we can't use weld, we're going to use the subtract tool because we want to subtract this line that is obscuring our slot. So we need to select the box first. You can't select it up here because it's part of the slot. So just select the box here, shift, select the slots, go over to the left to the subtract tool, click subtract, and now we have slots. And you can see that these fit together size-wise. I don't usually cut mine together like that because of the Kerf. You could if you adjust your settings, but I don't do it. So, okay, that is the first set. So we're just going to put some text on here just to keep me straight because I will get confused. No Kerf adjustment. And this is the tab. And then we'll select that, duplicate it, bring it down here, no Kerf adjustment. Slot. And we'll make both of those a score so it'll print on it. And then we'll just tie that to it. You have to drag from the right if you want it to touch and select everything. If you drag from the left, you get a red line. It doesn't grab it. If you drag from the right, you get a green line, and it will. So remember that, it'll help you out. Okay, so we're going to group that. We're going to do it again here. Okay, those are done. So we will just stick them over here out of the way. Now we're going to start over right here. We're going to get us another box. I could have just copied one in the beginning, but that's okay. We can make boxes all day. I almost changed it in the wrong place. Alright, 100 by 20. Okay, so we have the same box. So we need to duplicate that box and get us one down here. Right click, duplicate, pull it down. I'm going to ungroup these for a second. Ungroup, and I'm going to delete a few of these so we can make the Kerf adjustment. So I need to duplicate that because the slot is different than the tab. Okay, for the tab, we're going to make the width 9.5. We're going to make the height 2.6. So my Kerf is 0.3, 0.4. In this case, I'm going 0.5 to make the slot and tab fit together better, tighter. Sometimes you'll buy maybe buy SVGs online of boxes, and it'll say, it'll give you a glue set and a no glue set. With a no glue set has most likely been adjusted for Kerf. So, alright, let's get going with this. So, this one is good. No, it's not. Okay. This one, we need to switch these around. I make mistakes all the time. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. Okay. So, the slot will be 9.5. Okay, so for the tabs up here, we got 10 and 2.6. And 2.6. And this 2.6 is just to keep the plywood from overhanging when the tabs connect. We're going to keep the 10 and go 2.6, and then we're going to do the array on this We're going to leave the width and spacing at 10. We're going to get 4 of them. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to group. We're going to grab the dancing line and snap it to the rectangle. And we're going to shift select the box. We're going to go up and hit vertical. And we're going to get them in line. Now we're going to select the tabs again. Shift, select the box. Go over and hit weld. And they're welded. So now for the tabs. So the tabs width 9.5, height 2.6. We're going to hit the array, and if you subtract from the width to compensate for the array, you have to add that back to the spacing. 10.5, and I don't know if this is the book answer or not. I just know this is what works, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so we need 4 of these. Grab from the right and group. Grab the line, snap it, shift, get the rectangle, do vertical alignment, and now again we want to subtract the box away, so we have to click the box first, shift, and then click the slots, then go over to subtract and subtract, and we are good. I think I'll mark these as well. That's no kerf adjustment. This is, well, I should have just copied one of those earlier, but you know, you don't always do what you should do. We'll duplicate, bring that over, group this one back. There we go. So now we're going to make this kerf adjustment tab. Select, copy or duplicate's fine. And then kerf adjustment slot. That way it'll be easier for us to tell when we are comparing them after we cut. Okay folks, that's all it is to it. So let me set this up and get it cut, and then we will lay them side by side and put them together, see how they hold up. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay folks, we'll do a quick frame and then send the code over and cut these out. Alright, sending the code over. Okay folks, let's check these out. So this is a set with no adjustment. They go together easy, but they fall apart just as easy. And if you made a box with these, you'd have to use a lot of glue. It'd just be real messy. You don't want to have to do that.
Learn the kerf of your laser, and you can make tight fitting joints that just snap into place. They'll be smooth along the edges. And if you have to use any glue at all, it'll be very little. So I appreciate you folks watching. I hope you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe. Please check back often for new videos, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you.